Okay, let's we start here. Simin Chavav Dina Kaddish Yasam. So let's see. Sif Yud Gimel. Mishmas Bala Besa Knesset Besa Merish Tamid. Let's say somebody always davens in in a Besa Knesset or Besa Medrash Tamid. In Ba Loimer Kaddish Besa Knesset Acheres. So if he's going to come say Kaddish in a different shul, then Avelim Shebasham Yichal Litchos, there the Avelim there are able to push him off. Afilu Hu Taich Shiva, even if it's Taich Shiva, the Goram Mehaireach, it's worse than uh, a guest. Ki Haireach Ein Le Makom L'Spal V'Lemer Kaddish. A guest doesn't have a place to daven to say Kaddish. Say Yesh, like, I mean, go back to your shul. This is what David was saying yesterday. Um, right, that
Well, what
if you
are
have
they
membership in
they
one
can
shul, what?
they can physically kick him out. What are they gonna
No, he
do?
just doesn't get any kaddition,
No, but it means
even
it
if he's in shiva.
doesn't. I'm saying what does it mean doesn't get it? If he starts saying against their will, what
I
they're
don't
gonna
that I don't know. He's
how
not allowed
physically
to.
he shouldn't.
He's
But
doing something wrong
Lamaisa,
if he does that.
right? But Lamaisa they can't do anything.
I don't know. They could say the kaddish along with him. I don't know. Can they
I'm saying
throw?
I know the shul in our area that only one person says Kaddish, and sometimes another person by mistakes starts saying along. I don't see anything happen. Like nobody tells him, "Shut up," you know.
Yeah, okay. It's wrong. It's wrong for him to do.
I'm saying sometimes people make mistake. Like person visitor came, he didn't realize nobody told him.
Right. I don't know what you would do in that case. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, but he can't do it. He's just not allowed to. It's just not. It wouldn't be right. Right. Like we would say that that's not an aliyah for the neshama. That's for sure not. To
I
fight over
think.
all these things, but we'll see.
So meaning
Yeah.
even in the middle, even as soon as he starts saying somebody can shush him and he should
Yes.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I would think. Yuda, Misha Yochel v'roy l'spal l'fnei hateva. Let's say somebody has the ability. This is for Naftali Liner. Misha Yochel v'roy, right? He's roy to daven. This is an ongoing battle with people. If you're not roy, then you don't daven for the Amid. Hashem didn't make everybody perfect, to do everything, right? So if Hashem didn't make somebody have the ability to, the Mishnah says it means that he can't pronounce the words properly, right? Or maybe he has a terrible voice, whatever it is.
Which is basically now almost everything.
That's true. That's true. So Misha, right? So Misha Yova Roilas Spalov Nea Teva Yispalol he should daven Umoil Yoiser Mikadash Yosem. That helps more than Kaddish Yosem. So Lois Niskan El Katanim. Really, Kaddish Yosem was only they were only misakin it for Katanim. Misha Ina Yochel Spalol Kol Tefila. And let's say somebody can't daven the whole davening. Yispalol Min Ashrei Volatzia and Ulalon. May have for whatever reason. I don't know why exactly he can't do it, but he can say Asher Wolatzia. Umisha yesh le schus yosef b'kadeshim, and somebody who has more schusim with kadeshim, Gagoin ben shiva ushloishim. Let's say he's during shiva or he's in the shloishim. Yesh le gamkein schus yosef b'nina tefila. He has the same priorities by davening for the Amen. Noigen right? So meaning that's again like, but nowadays that everybody says kaddish in a choir, so all these halachas do apply to somebody. It really only applies to davening for the Amen. The minig is that an oval does not daven for the Amid on Shabbos and Yom Tiv. Achim gam koidem ha'avelus, so Yedakil l'spal b'Shabbos Yom Tiv. But if before the Avelus he was a chazan on Shabbos and Yom Tiv, gam bizman Avelus yispal, that he can daven even as an oval. Like Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, um, usually most shuls will have a heter for the standard chazan to be able to daven even though he's an Avelus. Shari Tshuva b'Shem Tshuva's Meir Nesivim, fine. So then, but the big tumult is like coming up Chanukah Bez Hashem. You have Mincha Ma'ariv. Can you daven Mincha Ma'ariv? Right, Shachris is harder because you have Halal, but some allow the Aval to daven Shachris and then he just doesn't daven Halal. Others say no, no, not nothing. Like Shayasha's minig is no Avel can daven, not even Mincha, not even Ma'ariv. I think that's why I follow. So I think that's really more minig of yeshivas. Mishabura says they can. Mishabura says they can daven even shachris, just not halal. Fine. Test vav. Shnaim sheshavim b'din kaddish. You have two guys
Why
that are
not?
equal.
Why not Mincha Merev? Why don't they not Mincha
It's a
Merev?
holiday because it's a holiday. Once it's a holiday, it's a holiday.
Yeah.
It could be mincha maybe because you're saying yalav yaveh b'rabim, and then they just put ma'ariv into it. But because it's a Yom Tov is a Yom Tov, right? When we're talking about Yom Tov, we're not just
Mm-hmm.
talking about Shachris Musa, we're talking about Ma'ariv and Mincha also. Tezvav, Shnayim Sheshavim B'din Kaddish. Two people that have equal Kaddish. Shnayim Yechon L'Smal of Teva. And they're both Chazonim. Umarotzim B'Shav L'Kol. And everybody likes them. Yatilu Garo. So what do is you make a raffle and they choose it out. Shecha Yispal Ar Ashri V'Latzion. V'Asheni Yispal Ashri V'Latzion. Right, they'll split it. But if one of these two can't daven for the Amid, right? Or he's not merutza to the Kehila, meaning the Kehila doesn't like him. Vispal not like him and like his voice. Vispal Lasheni, the other one damens, Lahifsid says Vispal schus of Kadeshim. He does not lose his schus of Kadeshim, meaning just because he wins the davening for the Amid doesn't mean he doesn't still have a right to say Kaddish. When we call Malcolm Yeshli Levater, but he should give in. Laniach HaKadosh l'mishalo yispalel, to give the Kaddish to one who's not davening. Mikol shekain l'katanim and avada, should give the Kaddish yosem to the katanim. Meaning, like we were saying before, the point of this Kaddeshim is to make an aliyah for the neshama. It's not just about, being chazan. And the point is to be a good yid. And there's no way that the Rebbeinu Shalom or the Nifter would want somebody to fight over Kaddish to do something lili neshmase. That is not a ilui. That's not an Eloi for the neshama to do that. Fine. Mishu tesayin, Mishu aval al aviv. Somebody is an aval on the father, v'gam al imoy, and also on the mother. I mean, he lost both his parents in that year. Even though he's doing a double, doesn't help. He doesn't have any more priority. Because because one zikaron works for both. Right? Now I don't know if this is comparable. So first of all, so the parentheses is Knesset Cheska I know to be Huda, where he says that if somebody is being paid to say Kaddish for two different people, then he does get the schus of two Kaddeshim. Right? Okay, obviously I didn't see that tshuva, so I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but he's saying for parents, he doesn't have any more schus. Meaning he can't say I get two Kadeshim, one for my mother, one for my father. It doesn't work like that. Because a Zichron Echad can go for here and here. So I think the most common questions are, can I say Tehillim for two Chaylim at the same time? That's Pasha, that works. Can I say Nishmas for two people to get Shidduchim? That's a common question. Can I learn Mishnayis, Li'ilu Neshamas of multiple people at once? Seems from here that you would be able to.
Is it a chatchila better to say separately for each Kaddish?
No, he says not. It works for both. That's what he says.
Is it better to say separately,
I
or
don't
once he's
see.
already saying it's always better to have multiple people in
Well, if
mind?
there's nobody else doing it, so then why not? But otherwise, yeah, both
I'm saying somebody who lost both parents at the same time, every Kaddish he says he's supposed to
is for
have both at
both.
the same
Yeah,
time.
yes, that's what the kids are saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yud Zayin, knowing in Sheinam and Kaddish Rak Achar Asar Chadashim. The meaning is we only say Kaddish for 11 months. Shalei lahachzik Abba v'imay kirisham. So that it shouldn't look like the father and mother Rishon. Why? The Mishmash of Rishon who Shneim was Chodesh, because the judgment for a Rosh is 12 months. So if you say the reason we said 2 days ago that the reason why we say Kaddish is because there's a din the whole year. So you want to do as many things, as many mitzvahs that help the Nifter's case in their din. So if you say Kaddish for 12 months, you're basically saying that you're concerned that the parent is a Rasha. Now, the big question that comes out. Well, let's finish the whole thing, then we'll discuss it. Jim Meisterach Mashal. Let's say, for example, somebody does Yud Shvat, Paisik Loimer Test Teves. You finish Test Teves 11 months later. Yud Teves Lo Yoimar, and on the 10th of Teves, don't say Kaddish. Do have a Yom Rishon B'Chodesh Neim also, because that's already one day into the 12th month. V'Yom Echad B'Chodesh Chashuv Chodesh, and one day of the month is already considered a month. Right? That has to do with shtaras and all that. V'havi ki'ilu amar shnei mas chodesh, as if he said it for 12 months. Very common question. You calculate it from the day of the burial, not the day of the death. Shemnikra Yud Aleph Shvat. Let's say he was buried on the 11th of Shvat, meaning he died on the 10th of Shvat, but he wasn't buried till the 11th, which is very common. Mazai Posik be Yud Teves. You stop Yud Teves, not Tes. Ki Mishpat Eine Maskal Ad Lachar Kfura, because the judgment only starts after the burial. That's a prima godum. Fine. Ve'im haisa shana mu'beres, and let's say it's a leap year. Paisik tes Kislev or Yud Kislev, depending on the case. He stops on the 9th of Kislev, which is really 11 months later, but since it was an extra month, so it's on the calendar, it's 10 months later. If it's his last Kaddish, he gets the last Hara, he gets all the Kaddishim. But if it's the Yartzeit in Shul, then the Yartzeit gets one Kaddish. Same thing, the Ben Shloshim gets one. Vim Yesh Kama Yartzeit, and let's say there's many Yartzeits, Ibnei Shloshim, or Bnei Shloshim, Nitrahu Mipneim Legamri, then he gets pushed away for all of them because they have a kadima. They always have a kadima. Let's say a guy knows that his parents taka rishayim. He's roy and mechuyev to say kaddish the 12th month. I never heard of anybody doing that.
I know I got the cycles to do like for other people to do it.
What? Because they weren't from and all that.
If the parents were Mechala Shabbos, yeah, not from, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, but a lot of times it makes them feel not bad. So we don't really.
I mean, they don't. I mean, the people don't even know really who
Well,
keeps the
maybe they
Hamzah
should
and how
do
long they are saying it for.
Well, you
Maybe
hope they
they
did too.
right before they died.
Right. Now, what's interesting is should you daven for the Amud? Even though you stop saying Kaddish, should you daven for the Amud? Right. So that's the different minhagim. First of all, there are also minhagim that say you just don't say it the first day of the 12th month. Right. You don't say it the first day of the 12th month. After that, you could say. But there's debate. Some
Why
people
can't you say it the whole? Why can't you say it the whole 12 months? It's the last day you stop.
no, because we said once you say it the first day, it's as if you did it the whole month. Okay, there's different philosophies about it.
Yeah.
But the bigger question is should you stop the Kaddish, but should you daven for the Amud? Right, so it's different opinions. Some do daven for the Amud and some don't daven for the Amud. Right?
Maybe I missed this, but why is it a choir now? Why does everyone say Kaddish?
That's to avoid machlokes.
And yeah, because they have it worked out, so they're not worried about that.
Yeah. Right, that's exactly, yeah. That's yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Yudches, ksheyesh harbe avelim, Rahman al right? He says it right now, actually. Right? But he says it a little different. Ksheyesh harbe avelim, Rahman al when there's a lot of avelim, azai kadesha lo yaveli, they katatas and merivas, in order that they don't come to fighting. Noyegen b'harbe mekayim sha'imrim shnayim or shloisha b'yachad. Many mekayim say 2 or 3. That's where the money came from. Now, I don't know what he means by 2 or 3, the Kittzur. Right? What about 5? 5 not? Right? I don't know. Why does he pick 2 or 3? Why doesn't he just say they all say it together? So I'm not sure. You test. So if there's nobody in Shul that's an Oval, right? So then Omer, Oisa Kaddish, there's also a Naftali line or Sugi here. Omer, Oisa Kaddish, Misha Ein Loi Ava Ein. Right? That Kaddish, somebody who should be said by somebody who no longer has a father or a mother. Right? But the Mishnah Berurah interesting brings that if a person thinks his parents wouldn't care if he says a Kaddish, then he could say Kaddish even if the parents are alive. Doesn't seem like that's the minig. Anyway, so who's he saying the Kaddish for? Ba'ad kol Meisa Yisrael. He's saying the Kaddish for all Meisa Yisrael. And some say it's other relatives could say Kaddish. V'gam k'sheyesh avelim al aviyim ve'imam, and when there are avelim on their parents, im yesh mi sheroitz lemer kaddish achar aviz kenoi, if there's somebody who wants to say kaddish after his grandfather, right, or great grandfather, Isaac Kentoi, or his grandmother, shemesu b'loy banim, that died without kids, or achar benoi oibita shemesu b'loy banim, or after children, Rahman al that died without kids. Yanchilu avelim leimer kaddish echad. Yanichu avelim leimer kaddish echad. The avelim should let him say one kaddish laachar sheim amru kol echad. After everybody already said one. V'yesh mekam shenogu shegam shar krevim amru kaddish afilu b'makom sheyesh avelim alaveim. There are those that even allow relatives on other relatives to say kaddish, even when there are Avelim, legitimate Avelim, let's call them. Elashais and Pshara B'neim, they make an agreement. Shein Imrim Kol Kach Kadeshim going Avelim Alav. They don't say as many Kadeshim as somebody who's an Aval on his father and mother. V'halchim B'chol Zeh Achar HaMinig, and we go after the Minig. U'bavad Sheyeh Minig Kavua Be'ir, as long as it has a Minig Kavua in the city. Fine. Chav Habas Ein Lo Loimer Kadesh V'Sakneses. This is also a Shaila that gets asked a lot. A daughter should not say Kaddish in the shul. Ach, yesh aimrim sheim roitzim lasas mini bebeisa shetaymer sham. If she wants to say Kaddish in her own house, there's a yesh aimrim that a woman can say Kaddish. Or a shus biyadam, right? That would probably comes as a surprise to many people.
Minyan of women?
No. You need men.
Can she have a minyan of women? No.
No, there's no such thing.
No such thing?
As far as I
Many
know.
of women in her house?
I thought
No,
they can.
minion of men.
I thought they
Many
can
of
lay in
men
the
in her
Torah
house?
also. No, I thought they can also lay in the Torah Mikar Hadin.
That's for laning, but not for Dvarim Shebi Kedusha.
For laning, you can have a minyan of women, and for Kaddish not.
I think so.
How would
I
you
don't
do the
remember the
laning?
scenario.
You
I
would
don't
do the
remember.
laning without the Kaddish?
I don't. Yeah, I guess. I don't remember the scenario.
By Beis Avel.
What?
By Beis Avel, if I can say.
Where? Yeah, your lady. Yes. But I mean, the minig is that they don't. But I mean, I've been in shuls where a lady says a kaddish. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's the bottom line. It's not the worst thing, right? Okay, we'll see more in Chaf Beis after the recording. Misha Chaf Aleph. Yeah. Okay. Misha yartzeit. Somebody has a yartzeit, but kaddish. Could go and show you b'derech. Let's say he's traveling. Kaddish, or he wasn't. There was no kaddish available for him. Yachalomer kaddish with tefillas arvis shalachar a yartzeit. He can go say kaddish on the ma'ariv after the yartzeit. Okay, that was a long one. I think the next one's also a long one.